Hello guys, we are back with our next lecture. In this lecture, let us go through the concept of a binary search, guys. So binary search is one of the most interesting searching mechanism, but there is a small loophole for this, you can say. It's not a disadvantage or advantage or something. So the only thing is the array should be sorted, guys, first of all. So if you want to give any array to binary search as an input, always the array should be sorted. Got it? Yes. So your question will be, okay, so why do we need this sorted arrays? What if I give unsorted array? So the thing here, how binary search works is, so assume that I am searching for key 23, guys. Okay. So what it will do is, so now I am searching for 23, right? So let me take a piece of paper and write 23 on it. Okay. So I am searching for 23, right? Yes. So what it will do is, instead of checking one by one, it will do 0 plus 1 by 2. So what is the value, guys? It is nothing but it is adding the starting index with the last element by 2. So it is finding the exact center position. So what will be the result? It is nothing but 0 plus 9 by 2. That is a 4.5 around. Okay. So let us take lower bound only. So it will be 4, right? Now it will compare, is a 23 greater than 16 or not? Is it greater, guys? Yes. Once it understood that it is greater, it will assume that the next list is available, and until here it will just delete the list, guys. It will not going to delete, it will move the index from 0 to this position 25. Got it? Yes. So again now, so now your new list is from here to here. So what now it will do? It will again add 5 plus 9. Okay. So what is the 5 plus 9, guys? It is around 14. Okay. So once it got 14 as a result, it will do divide by 2, right? So it's doing average indirectly. So 5 plus 9 by 2, which will result in 7. So now it will check with respect to 7, guys. So this array is not there, right? Yes. So 23 is greater than 56? No. Means it will delete that part. So it will delete this part now. Got it? Yes. Guys, I am talking with respect to delete, means it will avoid that part. So basically it will move this 9 pointer, that is nothing but j pointer, to here. Got it? Yes. So now our array is having only 2 elements. Okay, so now it will do 5 plus 6 by 2, 11 by 2, which is 5.5, which is approximately 5. So it will compare 23 equal to 23. Yes, means it found the element. So the index is 5. So in that way. So here, if you observe carefully, we are dividing our array into multiple parts, guys. And to be clear, we are dividing it exactly half. Means it will form a binary tree indirectly, right? Yes. So I mean, in terms of binary tree, means it will divide into parts, right? Yes. So at the end you got the result here. So in that way, so what will be the time complexity of this, guys? It will be log n, right? So simply it will be log n. That's it. So that is the concept of a binary search. So the main reason why we are trying for sorted arrays. So here I am avoiding this whole part, right? So how can I avoid? Only when the element is guaranteedly not there. When it will be not there, because if it is an ascending order, right? Yes. So that is the reason why always a binary search needs an sorted array. Okay, yes. So binary search is an efficient algorithm for searching in sorted array. So that's the reason why I pointed it, and I have written it again, guys, because note sorted array should be sorted. So note array should be sorted. Okay, yes. So the logic is begin with an interval covering the whole array. So if the value of searching key is less than the item in the middle of the interval, narrow the interval to the lower half. So if it is lesser, you will take the lesser value. If it is greater, you will take the right part. So basically, depending on the value at the middle, you will be deciding which part to avoid and which part to take. Okay, yes. So repeatedly check until the value is found or the end is not matching. So basically, if it is not matching, at the end you will left out with only a single element, right? So even if it is not matching, then you will return -1 as the result. Got it? Yes. So in simple words, this is the algorithm, guys. So we will be passing an array. You will be passing the size of the array. You will be passing the key. You will start from low, from 1 to n. You will start. You will get the middle value. You will compare with middle value. If the middle value is greater than x, means what is the thing, guys? You need to move. Sorry, if middle value is greater than rx, so you need to move this pointer to middle, right? Yes. So high is moved to mid -1. Simple. If it is not that case, it will come to low, mid +1. So if it is not both, means if it is not greater, if it is not lesser, means 9 is less than 9, false. 9 is greater than 9, false. 9 equal to 9 is the indirect case, right? So that's the reason why we'll return middle. So if none of the cases are being true always and all loops have been done, at the end you will return 0. Got it? Means it is fail. Okay, yes. So this is a simple logic for binary search, and the time complexity is log n, because here we are doing exactly half every time. Got it? Yes. And the worst case, best case, every case will be big O of log n. Okay, yes. So now I hope everyone got a clear idea with respect to searching also, right? So we discussed the two algorithms, that is binary search and linear search, right? Yes. So I hope everyone got a clear idea, and we discussed the subtract and conquer and divide and conquer also in our sorting methods, right? Yes. So I hope everyone got a clear idea. So in the next lecture, let us start the most interesting concepts. Those are greedy algorithms, guys. So in greedy, we'll be discussing knapsack problem, job scheduling, and all those problems. So in the next lecture, let us first of all understand what is this greedy algorithm. So what does that mean exactly? So in the next lecture, let us meet and discuss about it. Thank you. Thanks for watching. Like, share, and subscribe for more awesome videos like this. Thank you.